Would you rather? That's the name of this segment right here. Would you rather? And the question is very simple. Kevin Durant and LeBron James, you may have heard of them. They play sports. Ooh. They are both currently listed at plus 450 to win NBA Finals MVP here on Monday morning. So, what would you rather? Bet LeBron James or Kevin Durant to win Finals MVP? You can only choose one of those two.
Really good question. I'll just start first and foremost by saying LeBron James is my answer. I'd rather bet him at plus 450. I still think the Lakers are better equipped, i.e. more likely to win the NBA championship, which is going to be a big requisite for you to win the Finals MVP, than the Brooklyn Nets. They have something they can rely on and win games even if their offense is substandard, their defense. The Nets, on the other hand, they have to play dominant offensively for 4 games and win a series because their defense is not going to carry them to any victories, especially when they start playing better defensive teams or better, more well-rounded teams in the Eastern Conference, I should say, like Milwaukee, like the Philadelphia 76ers, should they get to the finals, whether it be the Lakers or another team out west. So it's close because I think Durant has an easier burden to carry to winning it because he has so much help around him. Yes. He'll score 35 points without blinking because he has Harden, because he has Kyrie, and the East is a little bit I don't know, a little bit easier. I don't know, but burden is not as.
Then why say it?
Well, because the Bucks are good, the Sixers are great. We think of the West as deeper and better, but if the Bucks and Sixers were out East, I think they'd give Philadelphia and Phoenix and Utah a run for the money. I digress. Bottom line, it's LeBron here because I think the Lakers are the better equipped team, the more likely team to win the NBA championship, though it is very, very close because the burden Durant has to carry versus the burden LeBron has to carry, who might not be at 100%, much, much heavier.
Okay, I'm with you on this. And I originally started by writing down Kevin Durant. And the first thought piece in the analysis was Durant's going to have an easier path to getting to the finals. Then I actually paused and I looked. Outside of what LeBron's going to have to do against Phoenix, it's actually a lot easier than what Durant's going to have to deal with. So the first hurdle is going to be tougher, but then you're going to get the winner of Portland and Denver. And I don't really see that as a major threat. Then you'd end up in the conference finals taking on either Dallas, who has defensive efficiencies, the Clippers, who are very soft when it comes to closing out games, Memphis, who, if they make it there, good for them. I don't see them beating the Lakers, or Utah, who has already shown vulnerability in Game 1. Point being, I think LeBron's got the easier path, as crazy as that sounds. He's got to get past Phoenix. Remember, the Nets are going to get the winner of Milwaukee-Miami. That's not going to be easy.
That's last year's Eastern Conference champ, or a team that has won the East in the regular season each of the last 2 years and has a better roster with Drew Holiday switching out for Eric Bledsoe.
Precisely. And then if you get by that and you got Philadelphia waiting, well, that means Philadelphia won 2 playoff series, which is something Philadelphia never does, which would mean the confidence is there and they're playing well. So I think it's going to be tougher. Plus, if it's LeBron and the Lakers winning, LeBron versus AD. If it's Durant and the Nets winning, it could be Kyrie Irving, it could be James Harden. There's a lot to factor in there. And the injury concern. Is Durant going to be healthy all the way through? He's battled a lot of injuries this year, although LeBron has to an extent as well.
That's a point I didn't think of, but I do like. As great as KD and as efficient as KD will likely be, Kyrie Irving could be the leading scorer in a series. James Harden could average a triple-double in the series, in the finals, should they get to that point. There's more team competition on Brooklyn than LeBron. It's either LeBron or AD. If the Lakers win, there is a 0% chance that anyone besides LeBron James or Anthony Davis is the finals MVP. So the odds there increase. And again, I just think they're the better team.
And the counter to you agreeing with my original point on this was Durant's already played on superstar teams in the finals and has won the award.
Yes, he has.
So, he's already.
Both times they did, he was the MVP. That's fair.
And so concludes Would You Rather.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.